So, hello, fam. Hello, friends out there, everybody. It is me. I wanted to share my topic of today, which is look at that. There's those little chipmunks again. That is so cool. It's been a while since I seen some chipmunks, and they are just so adorable. I got a chance another day to be able to take a snapshot of them. They are just really, really cute little creatures. Um, but yeah, so I'm out and about again, everybody, and it's just in my usual spot, and I just love it. Life is happening. It's another beautiful day. The clouds are just like beautiful. It's a sunny, bright, sunshiny day, and I'm full of joy right now because if you could hear the background noise that's going on, well, there's all kinds of things going on. You hear the birds chirping. I have to say, they are my background music. They just fulfill my days all the time, and much respect to the birds. They're back there chirping away, and you can hear them. They make such a lovely sound, I tell you. So yeah, they're my background music. Everybody, and much respect to them. Just respect to every living creature on the face of this earth. I mean, it's just amazing. So, yeah, you can also probably hear like cars. You could probably hear trucks. You could probably hear what else is going on? Lawnmower. Someone's out cutting a bunch of grass in the area. So yeah, it's and you probably hear planes flying. Yeah, like I said, life is happening, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so yeah, so I wanted to share with my topic today, which is partnership and what that entails, and share some different experiences and all that different type of stuff. And I know I had shared on my previous video where I talked about patience, and that was a topic, and how this all ties together. Like, you'll find that there's so many different like topics and words that we all are aware of. They all have some meaning in some way. Like, you can expand knowledge and information on all of them in every aspect of life. And don't be surprised if you see me put another video, because I probably will, because I would like to expand even more on some of the topics. I just don't want to spend like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours on it. You can, because there's just so many areas of it, and so I'm just giving you all a heads up that I probably will come out and share a part 2 of the patience, and everything tying into health, and how even partnership ties into health, and being able to have clear thought and judgment to be able to make some really important major decisions with your partner in life and in business and so forth, and so there's a lot of key things. And so I would definitely share some other additional information later on as time goes on, and as I'm continuing to evolve and I experience things, and even as you all experience different things, it would just be a great way to just share each of our knowledge on what we have that pertains to all of those different types of topics. And so, like I said, you can expand so much on all of these different topics, because it just goes on, and everything just connects. It just connects in some form or fashion, some way. And so yeah. Another thing is, also, again, I want to remind everybody that, I am not a specialist of any type of field with a license to be anybody's attorney or a special advisor, and or a doctor of any sort. I just share a lot of my opinion and a different experience real life experiences that I've, had, and things that I've learned over the years, and things that's worked for me. And in no way should you just take my word for it. Go out there and really do it for yourself, because I've shared this before, how each and every one of us are designed very uniquely and different, and our bodies are just different, and they respond different to all kinds of different types of exposure. So we each have our own unique DNA, we each have our own unique genetic code, and so you have to do your own research. I encourage you, all of you, to go out and do your own research, find out what really works for you in your life, okay? And so just keep in mind, all right? And so moving on to other developments pertaining to, well, let me just get back to just my topic of partnership and what that entails and how it's important. Now, I've shared with each of you about, the fact that I'm married, and I have a wonderful husband, and we've been married for a lot of years. And I have a bug here. It just decided they wanted to bite me. Come on, you guys, you gotta be you gotta be fair. Don't bite me. And I felt it, and it's a little tiny something, and I felt them like, oh. But that's the things that we have to, kind of be patient, right? When we're out and about in the world, right? Out in nature, we have to utilize our patience that much more with a lot of our little friends. All right, so moving on to what I was saying, that so I've been married for quite some time. I will disclose more information about that. However, right now I just want to just touch on a few things, and things that's impacted my life, and things that I'm currently even still experiencing and learning as I move on. So my husband and I, we've are a partnership, right? And when we joined forces to be married and all of that, I feel like we really didn't understand in the very beginning what that was all about. Like, we knew we were, what they say, we were in love, and we really cared about each other and all that type of stuff. And however, we just didn't realize that when you take that step to being married, and taking those vows and all that stuff, what that really, really, truly entailed. You understand? So, and both of us have undergone all kinds of different experiences in our personal lives beforehand that both of us were bringing to the table, on both our sides, and it had a way of impacting our decision making too, So, what I'm saying is that I feel like at that time we didn't know what we really were getting into, and it is a learning experience. It really is. And I shared with you all previously that we're growing, we're expanding, and there's a lot of different types of growing pains that come along with that. And so I feel like, before you decide you want anyone out there, you have to do some self-evaluation within yourself. You have to be, you're bringing a lot to the forefront with this other person, and vice versa. Like, they're also bringing something to the table as well, with a whole lot of, okay? Some that you don't realize until you've lived with them for quite some time, and then everything starts to reveal itself, and everything starts to unfold. Things that wasn't so visible before is now really in your face currently, you understand? And you're really recognizing it now, and So I feel like because of our health and not really, and how that all ties into it being healthy, you don't see certain things. Okay, you don't see, and it can cause you to, well, like you say, you jump into something that you may not really be ready for. You understand? You're just not really ready for it until it's sort of kind of too late. Understand? So, getting back to me and my husband, we've, so we're a partnership, right? So, and, we're pretty much, we're a partnership that we have to really look at things together as a whole. If we're going to move through life unified, we have to be one together. We have to bring those two halves and make them a whole. And so the situation with us is that we didn't understand, nor did we know how to. We really didn't even have a template to go off of, because we both had parents and things like that. Like, my parents were divorced for many years, and when I was young, and they had divorced when I was a baby, a little kid, and I believe his parents did the same exact thing. So we really don't have a template to go by, and so we kind of have to be our own creation to go from. And so the topic of partnership really entails, again, being patient, being able to make those key choices in life together, because a lot of the times we make choices, we don't really understand how they affect other people that are tied to you, And in our case, if I made a decision, it's going to affect my husband. If he made a decision, it's going to affect me, because we're together. We're walking through life together as a partnership, as a whole. We're joined together. So we have to be aware of things, how our choices and decisions that we make impact our lives. And so my husband and I, we own some businesses together now. But before we owned business together, my husband owned a business with a family member, and it was just the family member decided to walk away from the business very early. And you know what? I commend that person for recognizing, because let me just go and say this, that in a partnership, before you become partners with someone, you have to, it's like, you got to get to know them. You really do. You have to, and you have to understand that individual, and they have to be able to understand you too. Like, it has to, in some way, you have to click, you have to connect, and what other way can I say it? It's like, you have to, in a sense, you have to interview them. We have to, like, scan people to see if they are the right choice for us to go through what we have to go through in life, and make some, because there's going to be some tough choices. Will they be able to handle those choices? Will they be able to make those choices with you, unified? You understand? Are you on the same page? You have to really be on the same page majority of the time. For some key things, like some key business things that may impact your finances and all of that, so there's a lot that goes into it. I won't get too long-winded to share a whole lot, but this is just my take on it, that communication is key for sure, And you have to understand, is this going to work? Are you going to be able to sustain on a lot of these different key issues in life that we're going to have to go through, together? Will you be able to hold up your end of the bargain, or is it too much? Is it going to be too overwhelming? And I commend the partnership, or the partner that he had earlier on, because he recognized that he just wasn't ready. He recognized that he just was not ready to take on a lot of the projects and a lot of the different aspects and the positions of the different business that was going to be necessary in order for them to be able to move things forward and to produce the type of products and services that they were setting up to produce. There was a lot of thought that had to go into it, and the partnership between my husband and his family member partner, that they decided to, his partner decided to, at the time, to just step away, because he felt that it was just too much, and it was too much, and he just was not ready, right? And that's okay, because you have to be able to understand, identify that, or you're just going to set yourself up for a really bad situation, and things could go horribly wrong when you don't give yourself the time and the patience to really evaluate and see what's going to work and what's going to work. You understand? Like, really, and that's where I talk about health. When you got to be of sound mind, sound spirit, sound body, like everything has to click in order for you to make these types of choices. Because if you're not in the right frame of mind, you're going to say yes to everything, and you're going to, because you're not using your free will, choice, and discernment to say, you know what, I mean, through and through in my heart, is this really going to work out? Am I really going to commit myself? Am I really going to put all the effort that this is going to require? And no one knows you better than you, okay? No one knows you better than you. And so you have to know. This is how I identify with partnership. But if the person is not willing to themselves to make difficult choices and to do things for themselves that will impact themselves and their lives in a positive way, in an uplifting way, then that person's just not going to be able to do that for you. Okay, they have to be able to do it for themselves. They have to be able to be willing to do that for themselves. If you can't commit to yourself and hold up your end of the bargain with things that you need to do for yourself, how can you give yourself away to someone else and make commitments to a person if you haven't even first committed to yourself? You can't. So it's just doomed for failure and just a complete implosion. So why waste time, energy, space in that area if you know good and well you're not going to be able to commit to you're not going to be able, you don't commit to yourself, and therefore you sure as heck won't be able to commit to someone else and to do the things that they need, because at some point it's just not going to work out. It's just going to, because you can't even do it for yourself. So, and you're the most important right now. You know what I mean? Each individual is the most important. So you have to be yourself in order to connect with others, to live up to the same expectation that you require, or vice versa. I mean, you just have to be able to be on the same page overall. And so, if that all made any sense, like I said, partnership, it's a lot, and it involves a whole lot. It involves having clarity. It involves knowing when to set back and not push so much. It involves you meeting each other halfway. It's being able to love each other enough to tell each other the truth, and respect each other enough to tell each other the truth. That's what a partnership is all about. And like I said, how you begin getting a partnership and making sure it's a sound one is you first have to, it's like an interview. You have to interview the person, they have to interview you, but you have to interview them, see if this is really, because you're the things that you know what you like to do, the different things, and you just have to, see, you have to weigh it out, to see if this is all going to really, really look at it and see if it's going to work out or not. Like, maybe list some things that they do that are similar to you, and like, you can kind of count it, make a list, okay, they do this, that's, I like. This side they do, I don't like. And if the stuff that they do you don't like is more than what you like on your list, then it just may not be well, let's put it that way. There's your list. Your list is telling you the truth. The list doesn't lie. Okay? The list doesn't lie. So it's all about personality and just getting to know them, and then you'll be able to see if this person is someone that you can actually be in partnership with. In life, in business, in marriage and love, all of that, a life partner. I mean, you have to interview these people. It's an interview. Because, and if they pass the interview, then you can sit down and work out something. If they don't, then you got to go on to the next. If this is, something you're seeking to have a partner. So that's my little spiel on that. I hope that it made a lot of sense to all of you. And if it didn't, well, you could definitely, I encourage you, jot down some comments. I encourage you, go into my Instagram page and wherever else I post things, and share your opinion and let me know how you feel. And because in no way is my opinion set in stone to be the main thing that someone, should go off of. I'm just sharing it, and maybe it can help you, maybe it can help somebody else, pass it along, share, but I think you definitely need to sit down and have a discussion if this is something that you're looking to get involved in, to either go get into engaged, get married to the person. I mean, you have to look at all these different things. And these are the things that I'll admit, I didn't look at all that stuff. My husband didn't look at all that stuff. However, like I said, a lot of stuff, but I see why it is necessary. I see that that's what I should have been doing, but it was so funny because, I was able to grow into, but it took, like I said, it took a lot of growing pains. It took a lot of self-evaluation and everything for me to get to where I am today. But I'm just going to leave you all with that. And like I said, just share my, go ahead and like it, share, subscribe, do what you feel you need to do. Let's have a discussion about it. Like I said, this is in no way the final say. And do your own research, collab, what have you. Get back to me, let me know what you think. I encourage you to because this is what it's all about, just sharing with the collective. And you, friends, you're the collective. So let's keep this ball rolling. And until next time, because I'll probably have, like I said, I'm gonna probably have to have a part 2, but I encourage each and every you to just go, each and every one of you just go and share some different things and point out some stuff, and then we can see where to pick up from and go from there. And because this is no way the final end or the straw that is over with or broken. we're going to continue this discussion further on. So, until next time, you have been listening to Indivisible, which is me, all of that. Indivisible. All right, people? Yeah, so we can connect in all kinds of forums here on these social media. It's pretty cool stuff. So, with that said, everybody, well, take care. See you later. Talk to you later. All right.